The solution needs to be monitored as it progresses. Monitoring is nothing but keeping a watch on vital parameters during calculation. Monitors enable summary information from the simulation to be sampled and saved during the solution. This information can then be displayed in an XY plot while the solution is progressing, or post-processed after iteration or unsteady time stepping is complete. They are useful for watching the behavior of numerical or engineering quantities as the solution evolves. They can also be used to define stopping criteria that can stop the solution iteration. Next entity is plot. The plotting features in StarCCM Plus allows creating three kinds of two-dimensional plots. 1. Monitor plots that display data from the simulation. They are of two varieties. These can be monitor quantities or residual plots. 2. XY plots that use solution data from the simulation and/or table data. Plots can be deleted, renamed and copied, and can be extensively customized. All plots along with any customization are saved in the simulation file. The plot display is highly interactive, having its own toolbar, zoom, pan and pop-up operations, as well as being linked to the simulation tree through drag and drop operations. These operations include plotting data from a table and plotting data from a data set, which can also be done using the Properties window. The data being plotted can be viewed in a spreadsheet-like dialog, or it can be exported to file for manipulation in other programs. Any type of plot can be opened by double-clicking its node in the simulation tree or by right-clicking that node and selecting Open. First, we will see monitor plots. Monitor plot can display the values collected by report-based monitors as the solution advances. The monitor plot node has properties and a pop-up menu. How to create a new monitor plot? Right-click on the monitor node and select Create Plot from Monitor. If more than one monitor is selected, then a plot is created based on the monitor that was selected first. Also, we can right-click on the Plots node and select New, then Monitor Plot, and then add the desired monitors to the plot. Now, what are XY plots? XY plots are two-dimensional graphs that can be used to display graphs of scalar values from solution variables or from table data. The XY plot node has properties and a pop-up menu. An example of an XY plot is shown here. How do we create an XY plot in StarCCM Plus? To create a new XY plot, right-click on the Plots node and select New Plot, then XY. The XY plot will initially be empty, so you will need to add solution variables or table data to be displayed. Let us see the XY plot creation process in detail. The X-type and Y-type nodes will let you display a solution variable in an XY plot. As the labels indicate, the X-type node sets the type of the abscissa or horizontal axis. The Y-type node sets the type of the ordinate or vertical axis. The Y-type node also has properties that select units and change the plotting style. There are three steps to plotting a solution variable in an XY plot. 1. Select a part or parts on which to plot the data. 2. Select an axis and a scalar function to display along that axis. 3. Specify a position vector or another scalar function for the other axis. It is also possible to have a plot with multiple Y types. If we want to compare the solution variable values to reference data, we can plot table data in addition to the solution variable. If an XY plot is open while the simulation is iterating, the plot display will be updated as the solution variable values change. Let us discuss some more details about XY plots. XY plots can display data from model parts such as boundaries or derived parts such as line and point probes. A part data set node defines the source of data and the style of plotting the data. Let us see an example here. If you have reference data at a set of locations, you might create point probes at the corresponding coordinates in your simulation and add the point probe parts to your XY plot. To add an existing part to an XY plot, select the node of that XY plot and click the Parts property. This will bring up the Parts Selector dialog, which will allow you to add parts to the plot. A part can also be copied into the current plot in two ways using drag and drop. The first is to drag the part node into the plot window. The second is to drag the part node to the parts node under the XY plot node, which requires navigating the tree.